Hey, what's up YouTube? This is my 2013 Camaro. As you can see from the title, today I'm going to be putting some Plastidip down on the rims. I tried to paint them, but it's cold here in Michigan and I did not get good results. So for the rest of the winter, or until my work schedule calms down, I'm just going to throw a coat of Plastidip on them. And I figured I'd make a video of the technique I use to do this because I've had a lot of luck in the past. I've had some come out really good that last a really long time, so I figured maybe help somebody out. First thing you want to do is mask your car off if you're worried about the paint. Now I've had some vehicles where I didn't care, but like this one, I don't want to get Plastidip all over the paint. Second step, you want to take a trash bag and kind of rip it open, put it around the rotors and calipers so you don't get paint on them. It can look bad cosmetically, and it can also damage your caliper, potentially. Step 3, you need some Ultimate Tire Shine. Basically any kind of liquid tire shine product that you can rub on the sidewall of your tire here. That prevents the Plastidip from adhering to it. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can just peel it off, but a lot of times it comes off in pieces, doesn't look the best. So this way you don't have to worry about it. You just wipe it off when you're done. You do have to make sure you don't get any of that on the edge of the rim or anything, because then the Plastidip won't stick there. You have the option of sanding before you put the Plastidip down, which will give you better adhesion, but obviously can damage the OEM rim, which kind of ruins the point of Plastidip. It just depends on what you want to do there, if you're looking for a permanent solution or if it's just temporary like it is here. But kind of going to put this on and just see how it holds up through the winter. I'll make a couple update videos, and I'm going to show you through the first few steps in applying Plastidip. It is, let's see what the temperature is in here. It's about 45 degrees. I've had the heater running for a while. It only gets to about 50 in here with my heater running full blast. And yeah, snow outside, it's nice and cold, so it's important to keep the paint warm. So warm bucket of water, as hot as you can get it from inside. And then you want to shake for a minute, and then put down the first coat. So over here, I'm going to show you how to actually apply the tire shine to your tire to make sure the paint doesn't stick to it. So you need a rag. I just use these cheap Harbor Freight microfiber ones. They're kind of ruined after you do this. You don't want to put them in the washer or anything. You can just keep them around for doing this, but yeah, I usually just throw them away. Take it over the bottle, dump it, and then you're gonna have like a puddle of it. Just want to kind of mash it in. You don't want to see any like moving or anything on it. You want it pretty dry, which happens pretty quick. The towels absorb it, and then you just careful not to touch the rim at all. Go like this, and just kind of drag it along, press it in. Tires have a little bit of the surface is a little bit porous, so you can kind of push this in there, just like that. Again, being careful not to touch the rim because that'll mess up the application of the Plastidip, or even if you're painting. This also works on normal paints, or you can do clear coat over the Plastidip or whatever to get a gloss look. Make sure you get all your spots, make sure you didn't hit the rim, and yeah, that's all there is to it. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see me all right, but kind of give you a quick run through. You want to do 3 or 4 coats. The first coat, you just kind of want spotty coverage, even if, since this is already black, but still just light coverage. Second coat, more. Third coat, you want to go close to full coverage, and if you're doing 4, that's your last coat. You want to have it completely covered, obviously. And it's important to make sure you get all the way around the bottom of the spokes. That's one reason why it's easier to take the wheels off. I just really don't have time to. Got like an hour to knock this out. But yeah, if you take it off, it's easier to get all the way around and everything, but you save a little bit of time this way. So yep, so we're gonna start at the bottom. Nice, light. So I'm gonna go kind of back and forth, and then I go back and forth the other way. So you hit everything under the spokes that you aren't The ones you can see, you don't have to worry about so much because you're just naturally going to hit them. The ones on the bottom, you want to give a little extra attention. One thing about Plastidip is you have to spray it light or it runs. Yeah, any runs, I'll show you how to fix if it happens in this video, but just try to avoid it. Hold it about almost a foot away. Never press when you're not moving the can, so you just want to go like that. And yeah, so you want to wait about 3 minutes between coats, so I'll be back then. Alright, so it's time for our second coat. This one we're going to go a little heavier. Definitely still focusing on the outsides and the part that aren't easy to hit. So. It's also important on the second coat, you want to start focusing on scuffs, scratches, stuff like that. Things you want to cover up. Plastidip does self-level to an extent, so you can cover up things like that without doing actual repair like you'd have to with paint. Same deal, you want to go back and forth, don't hold it in one spot. And over those few coats, you can cover up stuff like that. We want to make sure we get this outside. When you're targeting specific areas, you can hold it a little closer as long as you keep it moving, but then for just your general doing each coat, you want to hold it a little bit farther back, go a little bit wider. So yeah, that's pretty good. This is what you want it to look like after your second coat. Bring it a little closer. You want this little bit of texture to it. It's not going to look like that when it dries, but in my experience, when it looks like this going in, it adheres a lot better and it holds up a lot longer than if you're still got kind of a gloss finish at this point. Alright, so this coat we're going for 90% coverage. We want to make sure we got all the damaged spots pretty much filled up. This coat, we're going to pay extra close attention to the inside of the spokes, around the rim, between the rim and the tire. We want to make sure we get that really good. This is at the point where if you put it down too heavy, it can cause issues, kind of it leaves a weird appearance once it dries. It's not something you want. Just want to make sure you're consistent through the whole wheel. Look for any spots we missed. Yep, it looks like that coat's good. We'll do one more. Probably wait about 10 minutes before doing this one. Alright, so it's time for the last coat on. So basically we're going for full coverage, but you want to avoid going too thick in any one area. Get run strips, whatever. And you just basically want a uniform finish. So here it's a little glossy because I put it on a little too thick, so we're going to avoid that area. And you just want it to look all the same at the end. That'll let it dry nice. It'll give it the best appearance and it'll last longer. So here we go. As you can see, this time I'm doing a lot shorter strokes and a lot closer. And we're going to avoid that area, but make sure we hit the bottom of these spokes still. I like to do one more ring around the outside just because Plastidip is easy to touch up after you applied it. But if you have to touch up something extra in this rim, it's more difficult to get it to stay on. One thing that's worth noting, your lug nuts. I've never had an issue with Plastidip anywhere except for when I took it to a tire shop I don't normally go to. If they use like one of those 2-size impact sockets, the Plastidip can help it spin. Strip your lugs out, so that's a choice you gotta make. You can either leave it or take them off and remove the Plastidip, WE-40, something like that. There's a lot of ways to get Plastidip off if you want to do that, or you can just leave them painted. So this wheel looks like it's good to go. I'm gonna do the rest, and then tomorrow I will make a video I'll show you them, see how they turned out. Try to do kind of an in-depth review of the one day later, and then I'll do a couple updates. Yeah, so any questions, comments, whatever. I'm not the best at speaking a video yet. I'm working on it. So anything that's not clear, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to message me. Please like, subscribe. I'm gonna be doing a few more videos in the coming weeks of my Camaro. Just a couple things I've done to it recently. What I got planned for projects. More little stuff like this. So if you want to watch that, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, so here's the finished product. I'm pretty happy with how they came out. I got a couple spots I got to touch up on the outer lip there. That happens with Plastidip, but yeah. So I'll just show you the other two. They all came out pretty good. I got a nice uniform finish on them. A little bit of peel. You will get that sometimes, some on the tire you got to pull off, but no big deal.